Before we get into these rare dollar bills, these are going to be some of the coins that are going to be on the live stream. We're actually giving this away. And then these are some of the coins. Of course, Walking Liberty $half. And then we got these silver $2 Canadians, 9.99 silver, half an ounce of silver. Really, really cool coins. We got all kinds of $half, and we got more coins to come. Proof silver quarters, which are really cool. Yeah, so make sure you guys press the bell. It will notify you when I go live. That way you guys can get in on the live stream and watch live. We're doing that very soon. Already got the coins ordered. They're gonna be here in a day or two, so get ready. Let's go. Alright, are you guys ready? Let's just hop right into it. Don't forget to go check out couchcollectibles.com. Link is always in the description of every single video. Let's hop right into it. First up, we're going to be looking for rare dollar bills to look for in circulation. You can go to the bank and get like $100 and $1 bills and search for different types of serial numbers and different types of errors on these dollar bills that can make them worth a lot of money. And you can also do this by looking at, money in your wallet. So very simple. Look for these different types of errors that can give your dollar bills a lot of value. Now here is a 1974 Federal Reserve notes. Now looking at it straight up, it don't look like nothing if you're just passing it through your bills or whatever, but you can see that the seals and the serial numbers are upside down and they're on the wrong side. So what this is that this is an inverted overprint error taking place on this $1 bill. So very simple to look for. You can definitely tell that the dollar bill's been circulated. It's in, fairly good condition, but it's not in the best by any means. But this bill did sell for over $200. A $1 bill for over 200 bucks. Now moving on to another 1974 bill. Now this is actually the older style $5 bills. It's got a mismatched serial number. So here on the left you see that it starts off with J361 and then it goes on 38287B. Here on the right it starts off with J351 instead of 361. And then of course the rest of the serial number is correct on this bill. But you got the 361 and 351, so you're off by one digit, and that will give your bill a lot of value. This $5 bill sold for over $300, and some of these sell for a lot more depending on what bill actually has the mismatched serial number. So let's move on to another $1 bill from 1977. Now you can see that the serial number and the seals again here are misaligned. Now this isn't the same type of error. This is a misalignment error taking place. But this bill did sell for over $100. So 100 times its face value, $1 bill. All right, moving on to a 1981 $20 bill. So this is printed fold over errors taking place here. And you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. You see part of the serial number and the seal there printed on the reverse of this bill. And then here on the front, you're missing it. And you only got a partial seal here on one side. So very obvious, very noticeable if you find something like this in your wallet. Really, if you find any older style bill like this in your wallet, it's pretty rare nowadays. Because a lot of them, are not really out there as much as they used to be. But I do still find older $5 bills, and I haven't found an older 20 in a long time, it seems like. But this bill did sell for over $1,400. So $1,400 for that $20 bill. Now this one is really cool here. This is a 1981 $1 bill. Now it's got an offset printing error. You can see here on the reverse part of the front design coming through there. So you see actually Washington's face there, and then around the edge there you can see the front design of the $1 bill. And then here on the front, it actually looks pretty normal. So always check both sides of your bills. That way you can know if you have any type of error like this, because this $1 bill sold for over $140. Next up is a 1981 Federal Reserve notes $1 bill. And you can see that the seal and serial number here is printed backwards here on the reverse, the back of the bill. And it is an offset printing error taking place. Now here on the front, looks fairly normal. but this $1 bill did sell for over $90. A $1 bill for 90 bucks. Can't beat that. Moving on, very self-explanatory. It's an insufficient inking error taking place. So you can see that it's missing all the seals and serial numbers there. And this $1 bill sold for over $200 US. Now for this 1988 $1 bill, you can see that it has been very circulated. It is not in the best condition. You can see that it's got a lot of creases into it. Dirty, very dirty. Definitely been in circulation for quite some time. I can't believe it took that long for someone to find this. Now it is very noticeable, a misalignment error taking place here on the seal. And you can see that on the left side of the bill. Now here on the reverse, looks pretty normal. You would never think nothing of it unless you turned it over to the front side of the bill. Now this bill did sell for around $65, so nothing super valuable, but still a $65 bill. Now here's another self-explanatory type of error taking place. This is a misalignment error, a misalignment back printing taking place. And speaks for itself. You know, the design is all the way over to the right. You got a big gap here on the left. And then here on the front, it's actually aligned here on the front. So very cool. This bill sold for a little over $55. But if we move on to another $20 bill, this is from 1996. It's a missing print error, and you can see that on the left side of the bill. Most noticeably, the seals and the serial numbers are missing. So this $20 bill sold for around $300. 300 bucks. And then here's a really cool one. This is a $10 bill. Now this one is super, super valuable. This thing sold for over $42,000. And it's because, look at the back of the bill. We got a $1 reverse with a $10 front. So we got a $1 back and a $10 front, and it says 1950 here on the $10 front. That is absolutely amazing. If you find a double denomination like this, this thing is going to be super, super valuable. No matter the condition, if you find a legit one with a $10 front, a $1 back, or a $5 front and a $10 back, you can look for different ones out there. This bill, $42,000. That is absolutely insane. So always be on the lookout for those, because if you don't turn this bill over, you know, it looks like a normal $1 bill here. But really it's an $11 bill, $10, $1, it's $11 bill. But check out these other rare dollar bills that you should always be on the lookout for. Alright, so before we actually get into prices, I'm just going to show you straight out what to actually look for on these bills. Now for the web notes, they did produce these 4 different years. So 1988 being a lot of web notes came out of there, and then of course 1993 and 1995. So I'm going to explain kind of the difference between the web notes and regular notes here in a second. But first off, if we look at the top bill here, this is a web note. The bottom one, not a web note. So if we look here where the red square is, you can see just a number 1. And then over here on the regular note, you can see a letter and a number. And then you can see that there on the left side of the bill as well. So the web note is not going to have that on the left side of the bill. And then here on the back is really a good way to tell is that a web note's number is going to be to the right of the phrase "In God We Trust" and above the E and 1. Now here on the regular note, you will see those numbers to the bottom right of the E and 1. So that is a big difference right there. Really, that's all you got to look for on the back of them. So that is the difference between a web note and a regular note. Now, of course, if you go to Wikipedia, I mean, it's very simple, even though it's not really, you know, the best resource place to go to, but it's very, very simple to understand these web notes. Basically, they were experimented with producing bills in a different way, and that is the web press. So the web press notes is basically fed by a continuous paper roll. It's printed on both sides simultaneously and created 96 notes in one pass, delivered 10,000 sheets in 35 minutes. So very, very fast way of producing bills in comparison to the standard method, which was sheet fed. All these sheets were pre-cut to fit 32 bills on the sheets, and then they only delivered a little over 8,000 sheets per hour. So it's just a different way of producing these bills, and they kind of experimented with that, so there's not too many out there, so they are kind of sought after. So let's hop right into the prices for these web notes. You can see here that this web note has definitely been circulated. It's got a lot of creases. It's not in good condition. It's definitely worn. However, you can see that one little number there, 4, and then if we go here to the reverse of the bill, you see that one little 8 there, sitting there right next to the phrasing guide we trust. So this bill here only sold for $7, but I'm going to show you more expensive ones as we go here. Now this next web note, web press note, dollar bill that you should always be on the lookout for in your wallet. Now this web note here is nothing too fancy, just a very, good conditioned Federal Reserve note here. And this web note dollar bill here sold for over $1,500. So $1,500. Alright guys, until tomorrow, don't forget to subscribe in the middle, check out the videos to the left of me, and until then, I'll see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.